Welcome to Stogie Palace. I am your host, Chris. Today I have the Rocky Patel Flor de San Andreas Black. This is a 5.5 by 50 robusto rated at medium strength. I got it about 5 weeks ago from Cigar Bit. I only paid $2.30 for a single out of a pack of 5. So a pack of 5, $2.30 each. This wrapper is San Andreas Maduro, and the origination point where they made this was in Honduras. Hopefully this wind isn't an issue. It, of course, just started up. So I did a straight cut on it, which kind of tweaked the cap a little bit. But it's got that little bit of a barnyardy, but more of a chocolatey type of aroma to it. Good draw, and a lot of like a cocoa powder kind of thing, really strong with that. But there's something else in there too, another spice. Might be cinnamon, clove, get a little of that. So hopefully this wind stops just long enough for me to light this thing. Come on. It's hard for me not to think of previous cigars when smoking one, especially when it had similar style, like box press like this, a dark Maduro like this. It reminds me of a couple other cigars. One of the first box press I had similar to this, as far as ring gauge and length, was the Gurkha Class Region Grand. Still one of my favorites, maybe because it was early on and it was so good and I had good memories of it. And this one kind of reminds me of that, except it's more of that cocoa powder in the dry inhale. So let me tell you what Cigar International said about this. The Flor de San Andreas en la Noche, which I guess means the black, dark. When you think of Mexico, you probably think of mariachi, pina coladas on the beach, and one embarrassing thing you did on spring break in Cancun. Don't worry, we won't tell anyone. But when us folks at CI think of Mexico, we think of the delicious, feisty wrapper leaves grown in San Andreas. And those of us in the know reach for the Rocky Patel Flor de San Andreas when we want the best of what the deep, dark leaves can offer. The only problem for me was that sometimes they weren't quite heavy enough for enjoying later in the day. Well, Rocky must be a mind reader, because he brought us exactly what I was looking for with this Flor de San Andreas Black. So apparently this came in Flor de San Andreas not black, brimming with notes of dark chocolate, leather, spice, and deep earth. Yep, I can agree with all that. This cigar is definitely on the medium to full-bodied spectrum. The fillers are all Nicaraguan. The wrapper is a special San Andreas leaf called Morron, M-O-R-R-O-N. The body is medium full, and the experience is out of this world. If you're a fan of bold profiles and great construction, join the dark side and give Flor de San Andreas Black a try. Well, the only complaint I can say about it, and I did a straight cut this time, I did not do a V cut, is, and I'm going to try to show you on camera, if I can, is what happened to the cap. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I did that straight cut. It kind of mess with the cap, especially right there. Right there. So I'm actually putting mouth directly to the binder. If you saw my last video, you may think this is the same day because I got the same shirt and same hat, same backdrop, but it is not. I don't know if the camera is picking everything up. I don't think it just picked that up. It's Chipmunk over here. But no, different day, a little breezier, not quite as hot, but still in the shade here. Camping in the mountains of Colorado. This is really a cool band on this one, by the way. It says Flor de San Andreas. Got a skeleton, red, white, and green, colors of Mexico. Separate band by Rocky Patel. Performing nicely, tasting good. Hopefully it continues because so far I like it a lot. So let's keep going. About halfway in to this Rocky Patel Flor de San Andreas Black. This middle section, the flavor's not really jumping out at me. It's got a little bit of a ashy, bitter note to it here. The wrappers, it must be on the thin side. When I pulled off that secondary small band, I took a little bit of a wrapper with it. Wrapper's kind of cracking here and there. Couple thin spots I can tell in it because there's a little tear in there, but yeah. And once again, I'm kind of getting a bit binder there. Staying lit, performing well, burning evenly. Can't complain about that. But yeah, this middle area, the flavor is not really wowing me. Well, let's just keep on going and see what happens. Well, I'm finishing up with this Rocky Patel Flor de San Andreas Black. By some of the comments that you guys leave me, you like that I'm honest about cigars. And I'm definitely not on anybody's payroll or getting free cigars. I buy all these. So, my honest opinion is of this one, and this one is available on Cigar Bid. Just about every time I go on there, I'm looking at different cigars to get. This one's on there a lot. I cannot recommend this one, which for me, for San Andreas, is odd. One of my favorite wrappers, if not my favorite wrapper. I don't know when they went to the black of this one that they just put too much strength in it, that the tobacco they use for that strength just leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. It's the middle third of this was really rough to get through, but I wanted to get through it just to see what was going to be at the at the end. When I get those kind of hiccups like that, it's a couple things. There's definitely strength in this. I can feel the nicotine, no question about that. Medium, no way. This is medium full, if not borderline full. Maybe it's me, doubt it. I'm not eating this or smoking this on an empty stomach. Stayed lit the whole time, did not have to apply any heat to it, so the bitterness I got had nothing to do with that, applying heat towards it. Yeah, it's breezy here, but that shouldn't make that big of a difference. It's burning okay. There was a little bit of a canoeing there, ending up at the first or the second third, but performance-wise, it's fine. Flavor-wise, it's just not real pleasurable. Can't recommend it. Score? I don't know. Let's go with a 91, which you guys know, 91 in my book is not great. So if I can find these in the non-black to see what those were like, I might attempt it. I got 4 more of these. If I smoke another one and this was just a fluke and they taste better, great. But if I smoke another one and it's the same, I will let you know that too. So yeah, the Rocky Patel Flor de San Andreas Black, no, can't recommend it. This is a pretty thin San Andreas wrapper, like I already said. And yeah, just that bitterness, the back of the throat, it was rough. I won't lie to you. But have I ever? So anyway, thanks for watching. At least you got to see some nice scenery around here. And, you know, I got some nice pictures of it. And the wrapper, I mean, the band is really cool looking and everything. But, you know, we don't smoke the bands. We don't smoke the brands. Well, some of us may be fanboys of brands and they're good no matter what, but I'm not one of those. And I have plenty of rock Patels that I've really enjoyed. A couple, including this one that I didn't. But definitely feeling the strength. So anyway, thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up, for the very least, for the honesty of what I think of this cigar. Wish it was better, but you know what? I didn't spend a fortune on it, so I don't feel bad about that. So thanks for watching. How many times do I have to say that? This is not scripted, so you know, you get what you get. But check out my other videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for all your subscribers and all the new ones jumping on every day. I do appreciate that, even though monetization, I assume, is going to be turned off on this one too, just like all my other cigar, a lot of my cigar videos. So anyway, this is Chris, Stogie Palace, out in nature. It's awesome out here, but see you later.